Mic check, mic check. Welcome to the channel. What's going on, y'all? I forgot today was Halloween. I probably wouldn't have put this on Halloween, but happy Halloween. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Everybody's staying safe. You know, America's been crazy these days. Let me get welcome to the channel again with a little applause, I think. There we go. Yeah. How y'all doing tonight, man? You know, so I was trying a new time. I was trying to do like a 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, see how people feel, see how people, gravitate to it. Checking everyone's schedule. So I don't know if I'll do Tuesday again, but we'll see. And maybe I'll try not to bundle my lives on Halloween. I know a lot of us have, well, not us, I don't got no kids, but I know some of us have kids. They have, responsibilities on a Tuesday. So maybe they haven't put their kids to bed yet. But listen, here's what it is. I picked a time, 9 p.m., and we're gonna rock and stick with it, rock and roll. You see the title, Cheesecake Factory Date Refusal. And what I want to speak about today is what's an acceptable first date? And the theme I was saying the last couple of weeks was, we had a couple of our videos of women complaining about dates. I think one was the chick who ordered like 40 oysters or something, and of course this one, the lady with the cheesecake factory, and basically how she didn't think it was a proper first date. It's a chain restaurant. So I'm gonna play some videos kind of summarizing how we got here, and hopefully we can have some people online that could join in, and we can kind of go through in this modern dating, like what would be an appropriate first date, like what has changed that now there's not a list now that people are putting out lists. Oh yeah, in response to this video, there's a list going around of what's an acceptable date. And I'm actually gonna start with the video and see if I can bring out that list. All right. So we're gonna start with, I think the best one to do would be probably, I'm gonna let Whoopi kind of break it down, because she kind of breaks it down the most effective way. And then I'll bring in the more individual clips and I did a lot of research on this, unfortunately, and I'll kind of like summarize how this has become like a phenomenon, So let's start off with Whoopi.
Let's talk about this, because this woman went viral for shaming her date for choosing the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. She feels bad about reacting like she did, so she says, but take a look at the clip.
Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong.
I will die.
Maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't. After the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of I.
Okay.
In that exchange.
Absolutely.
I was definitely very self-centered, and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me, I at least gotta be a little bit nice.
Okay, that apology-ish is part of this, but what do you think? I mean,
well, she got a lot
it's
of
the first
blowback,
day.
I think,
I'm
probably,
sure she did.
which made her very contrite.
That's why it
But
went viral.
here's the thing, two things. I always tell young girls, make your own money so you don't have to care where he takes you. Make your own money. And a very, very nice day where they take you to the ritziest restaurant, you could be with a serial killer. You don't know who they are. No. This is a nice guy. He was trying his best. Also, by the way, she made him wait a half hour.
1 hour.
Oh, an hour.
1 hour.
Okay, so the guy is waiting an hour. And he had a reservation at a better place, but he had to cancel it because she made them late. So that's why she went to the Cheesecake.
That's a big part of
which,
the
by the
story.
way, is a very fun restaurant.
I was going to say,
Yeah. So that's kind of like how, that's pretty much how it went. So basically, they were supposed to go to a more, what can I say, a different restaurant, right? So for whatever reason, she was an hour late getting ready, and this was a pivot, right? This was okay. We messed up. We're late for that reservation. So you know what? Let's go to Cheesecake Factory, right? So I'm gonna play a little of the video itself. Where can I find it?
Okay, almost there. Just need to find some parking.
Hold up 1 second. I'm trying not to have me in the background. So, all right, let's try it again. Actually, that's not working out the way I thought it would. Let's see if I can get it another way. Let's see. Bear with me, guys, because I had everything loaded out, but I don't like that I'm looking at myself in the background of the video and can't seem to fast forward it. All right, let's see if this works. All right, this is better. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know.
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like, even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up.
All right, let's see if I can fast forward a little bit more to the end. I think he goes into describe that, you know, she was late, pretty much. He went early. He had to wait an hour for her to get ready.
Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
So I think let me see if I can back up a little bit.
To know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know, it's equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that.
No.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So
Yeah, man. So my man stood up for himself at the end right there. He was like, nah, I'm gonna drop you off. I ain't with it. Oh, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hold on, let me slow down for a minute. Yo, what's up, Kings and Dreams? Um, what's up, Ronan? I'm definitely gonna drop the link a little bit later after my little presentation. I'll love you guys to jump in. Um, let's see who else we got here, man. Ronan, Kings of Dreams. I appreciate y'all hopping in. Let's see. Maybe for talking that is like she got she got some pull. Listen, I did my research, man. I did my research. I'm gonna not because I'm trying to put Shorty down, but I'm gonna show you when she kept saying, "This is a beautiful woman. Look at me, look at me, look at me." You know, yeah, there you go, Black Man Travel. That's the link. Um, you can hop on in, but I'm gonna run a presentation before I start going into the Q&A. Yeah, man. Shout out to Black Man Travel's in the building. Yeah, I want to say on both sides, but yeah, let me get through. Maya, Maya, you definitely gotta come through. You definitely wait. Let me know when you unmute your mic. Maya, definitely welcome. We'll come back in, come back in. But let me wrap it up with my little presentation. I did a little research for y'all. All right, so she did this video. It has let me check my notes because your boy Trini be taking notes. It has to this date 8.3 million views. 8.3 million views. So, it's viral. It's wildly successful. And she kind of for the most part, I must say, for the most part, the general consensus is she's way out of line. Most of the women that I've seen responding to is like Cheesecake Factory, ain't nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory, right? But what they did do is that they kind of came up with the list. And let me see if I could get this picture up for you first. And even though they found nothing wrong, well, they found wrong with what pretty much with her basically with her behavior, right? Um, they did kind of answer back. Like I guess a group of women came back together and they decided that they're gonna make a list of places that are not acceptable, right? And this is also turned to another viral conversation. So this is kind of like the list right here, right? So it's and we're gonna go through this, right? So it's Cheesecake Factory's number one. Here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on this list. So I don't know if she's directly involved with this list, but this is a list that's circling around. It's Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, the movies, Starbucks, church. I mean, this is stuff that we're going to get into, but I'm showing this now because I want to let you know how it's kind of developed over the last couple of weeks, right? So there's this backlash. Even though most of the women agree that she's a little bit, out there, that there was this backlash with this list, right? And now I'm going to see if I can play a little bit of her like response video to the backlash, right? So let's see if I can get it up.
hey guys, this is Alicia.
So
It's
she
been
kind
a
of says a
while,
bunch of nothing. I'm gonna keep it real.
but there have been
I'm gonna
quite a
kind
bit
of
of things on my
speed it
mind.
up. Let's see if I can get it to the 2-minute mark. So as soon as you kind of get something done.
To empower women.
Okay, back it up a
for
little bit. My bad. So start right here.
Many of you have been vocal about how entitled I was, how I misused this man. And I want you to understand that my mission has always been for women to empower women, for women to feel respected, cared for, not be misused, or abused. right? I've seen and heard many a horror story, men and women, not just women, men and women. And
she kind of
I wanted to make sure that this was a topic that we brought attention to. Many of you interpreted within, interpretations that I saw. I want you to understand that this was never about exposing or embarrassing anyone. The purpose was to spark discussion, to foster learning and growth, right?
like I said, she's not really saying anything of substance. You know what I mean? Like she really is not. Um, she really ain't saying, yeah. Good comment, Kings of Dream. Shout out to Kings of Dream. He took, but Otis, I think he goes to McDonald's for everything, man. I really think he does. Good comment. Let's see. I think I got one more video. So she kind of got this thing, which I did more research from. I don't know if you guys ever heard the Sprinkle lady. I've never heard of her until I did my research. And the Sprinkle lady is, man, she's like teaching women how to finesse men, right? And listen, I'm all in belief that, listen, dating is a sport. You know what I mean? That's my belief. So the Sprinkle, I'm gonna play a little bit of her video and kind of like what she was trying to channel. So let me see if I can play it for you guys.
My first date with James, our official first date, not our real first date, but our official first date, where we actually planned it. I made sure we was at the Cheesecake Factory in the Galleria. I made sure. First of all, it does have valet parking if you go to the Galleria in Houston. And there is luxury shops in there. There are, plenty of shops that aren't luxury, if you ain't got it like that. And this is how you test if he's generous or not. Oh, I'm full. Let's go walk around. Let's walk this food that we just ate. Let's walk it off. Then you go walk around the mall. You looking good. He's seeing how people are, checking you out and saying, oh.
Hold up. Shout out to Kimberly. What's up? Welcome to the channel, Kimberly. I think it's your first time. Don't forget to hit that like button, Kimberly. I hope I can have you chime in and weigh in a little bit on this. Let's see. So that was the first part of the Sprinkle. And I know any ladies in the chat, you guys probably know way better about the Sprinkle lady. But I'm going to play one more video to end my presentation.
He got mad because she was late and her date took her to Cheesecake Factory. He could have done better than Cheesecake. That's all I think. Unless he was going to take her shopping afterwards. That's all I know. Like, if you taking me to Cheesecake Factory, it better be attached to the mall and we going shopping after. Otherwise, I'm not getting out the car either. Sprinkle. I don't care if I was late. I'm a woman. I can be late. That's what I do. But Cheesecake Factory was shopping. She would have got out that car for sure. Okay, I know.
So you heard what she had to say. If it was coupled with shopping, it would have been a date. She would have got out the car, right? If you say, hey, we're gonna go shopping after. Which I think is, kind of crazy. Let's see. And one more thing I wanted to do, like I said, I'm not trying to shame this woman. I think she is attractive, but I want to put in perspective what she's asking for to what she's really offering, unfortunately. So I did go on her Instagram. I did look on her page, and let's see, let me see if I can bring up the link. And I give it to her because, when you try to go, I know this could also be a stunt too. So I know she tried to go viral on purpose, but anytime you put yourself online, me, myself included, you open yourself up to investigation, to people just want to find out about you. Like, it's crazy, right? So this is her Instagram, right? And in my opinion, Um, to me, I mean, I like black women in general. She's an attractive woman, right? So hopefully this is her actual page, but I think it's connected to her TikTok. So I'm assuming this is a legit page, right? So she is a mom. I think she mentioned she's a single mom. She highlights the video over here of the 8.2 million views. Now, she looks okay. You know, to me, she's attractive, but she is wearing a lot of, makeup and stuff. But here's the thing what stuck out to me. This is what stuck out to me. This is about a week ago. So she works at Amazon, right? No shame on anyone that has a job that works at Amazon, but it's like there is some disconnect there that you don't want to be seen in Cheesecake Factory, but you're okay being seen wearing an Amazon reflective jacket, right? It looks like you're delivering packages, right? So that means you on people lawn, you're more exposed on your job, in something that might not be favorable to most people. Some people might look down on you working at Amazon, but here you go, shaming this man, I guess, for working at, not working, taking the Cheesecake Factory, right? Let's see. And she I want to bring that up. Picture. I think, this is somebody I wouldn't say I wouldn't find her attractive. I won't take her on a date or anything like that. But yeah, like this. And here's another thing what stuck out to me. This was about last year. This woman is 43 years old. And nothing wrong with being 43 years old. But again, what you're expecting, what you're asking for, to me, so this disconnect there. You're 43-year-old woman, a single mom, and nothing against single moms and 43-year-old women. You work at Amazon, according to Instagram, this could be wrong, and you're ashamed to go to, to work, to have a date at Cheesecake Factory that you're even paying for, and not for nothing, the car that my man's driving has a panoramic roof and leather seats. So even if it's not a luxury vehicle, it still could be really a smart premium vehicle of some sort. All right, guys, let me add you guys to the stage. Maya, Black Man's Travel. Let me read some of these comments. Let me know if the music's too loud, guys. Give me some feedback.
Oh, I mean, everything sounds good. Good. Everything sounds good and clear.
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing, man. I figured I'd join the conversation, chime in onto this interesting topic.
Maya, you there? Maya,
yeah, I'm here. I'm just soaking it all in.
Soaking it all in. Do you know about the twinkle, the sprinkle lady?
I do know about the sprinkle lady. When I first, I literally just joined TikTok maybe a year ago, maybe if that. Maybe I'm gonna say like 9 months ago, and she had come up in my feed a lot. A lot of people follow her. A lot of women are thanking her, saying that they're getting the dates that they want, they're finding the men that they want, but actuality and being a woman and being realistic and being a social person and being around, like, most of that shit is not real. Social media is not real. These dating coaches are not real. This advice that's given is just not real. That's what I'm getting to the bottom of it all. It's just not real. You know what I mean? Most men are not bringing in, these six figures. We're living in a recession. A lot of these women are in survival mode, and a lot of men are too. So, this whole propaganda on high value men and low value women, and if you're a beautiful woman, you deserve this kind of man. It's just crazy. And at the end of the day, if a man leads with his money, more than likely he's gonna find a woman who's emotionally detached. She doesn't really care, for him. It's all for the money. If that's what he's flashing in her face, who cares about getting to know you?
I just want to know where you work and what you can do for me. I mean, you saw this young lady, she's 42, single mother. She works at Amazon. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to work at Amazon. So of course, if she's trying to obtain a certain lifestyle and she hasn't obtained it for herself, yeah, she's looking for a man to finance her.
So doing some research on the sprinkle chick is like she's trying to teach women how to finesse. So I think she was trying to practice that in real life. I think she was trying to push that man to see if he will then, change the restaurant to a higher end restaurant, which he respectively declined, which I'm glad he did, because I didn't like the fact that she started recording. She started saying, look at me. And don't get me wrong, she's attractive, but there's some limitations there that she may not be grounded in reality of how attractive she comes across in the marketplace. And it's just that the whole attitude towards him. So to me, I felt like she was steamrolling him for a while, like running over him. He got out the car to open the door. Like, he was doing the ultimate chivalry, and she was just like, I don't care, and I felt that was like real disrespectful. Black Man Child, what's your take on what we got so far?
I mean, you keep saying that she's attractive. I don't see no attraction there. I just don't. And especially someone who just recently positioned herself to be more than what she is, and you just work for Amazon. I mean, again, no shout out to, no issues with people working at Amazon. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. But when you sit there and try to position yourself more than what you are, and this brother right here, he's driving, I can tell he's driving a nice car. And I can tell he's in tech and he's making over 6 figures, but yet you're trying to belittle him by chastising him, taking to Cheesecake. And Cheesecake is not a cheap place at all. So it's just interesting. And also too, if you look at her Instagram pictures, they're all old pictures. They don't look like what she looks now.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the one that she pins up, yeah, listen, there's some deception there, man. Just based on makeup alone. Like, I think she takes better pictures than video, because I can see where you can say maybe she doesn't look as.
No, my thing is you position yourself more than what you are, but yet the video in the card and the video interview that she did with the guy, she did not look. She didn't look pleasing to me. So for her to just do all that, and now there's a huge conversation and people creating these lists about, where not to go on a first date. I'm like, the whole premise of a first date is to get to know the person. Why do you feel like you need to spend this amount of money to get to know somebody?
Can I just say this? Okay, the young lady, she's not bad looking, so let's not discount her. And
no, we're not. I mean,
okay, let's just not let that be the focal point, because because you're beautiful, or you don't find her attractive, she might be a 10 to somebody. She might be a 4 to you and a 10 to somebody else. So let's just like.
I understand, but again,
stay away from that.
The way she positioned everything, it was just like, okay, you're putting all these demands, you're saying all this stuff, and yet when someone does a background check on you, you're far from that.
Well, let's just say this. This all has to go on the account of the man too, because did he discuss this with her before they went off on this date? Because if I'm going on a date and I'm dating somebody and we arrange a night to hang out, if he tells me to pick a place and I pick a place that he doesn't want to go, he can simply say that. Like, hey, nah, I'm not really feeling that, or, or I don't want to go there, or we could try this. Okay, if he suggested something else, then that's cool. So we don't really know what the whole situation was before they even got
that's
to
the
this.
thing. We do know.
Well, I didn't watch the video.
Well, Kanal, let me add two things. Hold on. So 2 things is this. This was plan B. Cheesecake Factory was plan B. Plan A, he picked a place he had to make a reservation for. So the general assumption is it was a more higher end place, since you needed reservations to get there, or at least a more popular place, right? So that's the first thing. And the second thing, even though I agree, Maya, she's an attractive woman. However, she put so much emphasis on her. Look at me.
Her looks.
Look at me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like she kept saying about how bad she is and she deserved this and that, whatever. But from the outside looking in, it's like, you're okay. But
When you add it up with the, she's 40 something. Granted, I believe she looks younger than 40 something. Black don't crack. But she's 40 something. She works at Amazon, and she's also a single mother. So she positioned herself like she was like above him somewhere. That she's above Cheesecake Factory. And I don't think that in no way or shape or form is that.
I don't think anyone should position themselves to be above over anything. Because for one, food is food. If your ass is starving and you need to eat something, you're gonna eat whatever it gets. You eat fried bologna in a sandwich, you'll eat it. So it's like, for the mere fact that she tried to position Cheesecake Factory, if anything, this probably gave free promotion to Cheesecake Factory. So it's just like, it probably did, and the thing is just like, yes, Cheesecake Factory is a chain. Most restaurants are chains. Even the Ruth Chris is considered a chain.
It's a chain. That's right.
So it's just like, what type of place you want to go? Okay, you crossed out all these restaurants. Where the hell you want to go eat?
Well, can I just say something? Being a person that's worked in food and beverage since I was 15, and I'm going to be 38 in 2 weeks. This whole fine dining experience, people don't really understand that all of this food is coming from the same 3 distributors. You got Gordon Foods, you have Cisco, and you have US Foods. So all of this shit is coming from the same fucking place, same produce, same meat. It all depends on the cut that they get, and what you're really paying for is service. That's really it. I've worked in fine dining, I've worked at dive bars, I've worked at nightclubs, I worked at Applebee's, I worked at Olive Garden. It really doesn't, people don't really understand. It doesn't matter. That's like the difference between a Fairfield Inn and a JW Marriott. There's no difference. It's just the service that you're getting. Both hotels are going to do the same thing. They have a bed, AC, shower, linen. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it's the same thing. And what I want to do, guys, and definitely guys join the chat. I dropped the link. I want to go through some of these places. And this is actually, first of all, shout out to everyone that had a good time with me on my birthday Friday in Atlanta. Shout out to Kanal. He brought his homie out. And Kanal kind of like solidified this issue for me, because we actually did like a rough drive-through in real life, as he would say, a heated, spirited, on a rooftop, by the way, with drinks, right? Conversation with two of one of my friends. And we had an amazing time. It was fun. It was very fun and lighthearted, but this is like, we want to go through this list and get everyone's input on yay, nay, why,
Okay.
Like, of course, Cheese Factory is there. And definitely from you, Maya, I was trying, if we have any more women in the audience, please ask for a link or hop in the link.
I'm losing my friends. I'm becoming a high value woman, so I'm losing a lot of friends these days,
Hey, listen, don't let anybody stop your shine. You guys stay. So I'm trying to see if I could put this up and share the screen at the same time.
You should be able to.
Kanal, are you able to share your screen? Because I sent Kanal a conversation that me and one of my girlfriends were having about this list. So she and I both are really big foodies. So she sent it to me and we laughed about it. And the response was like, I don't care where I go, long as it's food and drinks. Like, I'm here for a good time. Like, I want to get to know you. I don't need to go to STK, or I don't need to go to Capitol Grill to go out on a date. Like, okay, if we go to Applebee's because they got Dollaritas, or their top shelf Long Island is $8.99 opposed to $17, $20 somewhere else, it doesn't matter. I'm getting to know you. Now, if I'm your woman of interest and you say, okay, this girl is cool, I want to pursue her and I want to impress her, and he decides that, okay, I do want to take her to a nicer restaurant, then okay, so be it, if that's your thing. But if fine dining is not your thing, it's just not.
Shout out to my man Kings and Dream. Don't forget, people, hit the like button, hit the super chat if you can. Help your boy Trini out, make more of these videos. I did take a little time. If you like my little presentation that I put together, definitely, hit that super chat button. Shout out again to Kings and Dream. Also follow his channel. Drop your link, man. I'll post it up, Kings. These guys are like my YouTube mentors, you know what I mean? So him and Black Man's Travel. So yeah, Maya, like I feel you a little bit. But I'm also about setting the atmosphere. So I think it's very important that maybe not the cost. And, we can definitely go back and forth on this, that I'm about setting the atmosphere. And I think Cheesecake Factory, so let's start with number one, is a great atmosphere. I personally don't like Cheesecake Factory food, but I have taken first dates, blind dates on Cheesecake Factory, and no one complained. It was a dope place. And that's kind of like, regardless of this list, that's kind of like the response in public that Cheesecake Factory is a good place. And you're right, Kanal, the Black community, again, is giving these people free marketing. Free marketing for the Cheesecake Factory per usual,
Not to cut you off, Trini, but Cheesecake actually has some fire drinks and fire appetizers. Their nachos are amazing. Their wings are good. Their drinks are phenomenal. They have brunch on Sundays, which are like top notch. It's really good. Now their menu is a little extensive. I like Grand Lux over Cheesecake, to be honest.
Ain't it the same place though?
Their sister company, but it's not the same menu. They have similarities, but it's not the same. Like, I've always been more Grand Lux than I have Cheesecake.
Yo, somebody Google this. Is the parent company of Grand Lux and Cheesecake Factory the same thing? Because I think that's an important question.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They're sisters.
They're sister company.
I've been to both. I'm like, this looks like the goddamn Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is they created Cheesecake Factory first. Once they realized that this was a successful restaurant, they wanted to take to do more fine dining. Hence, why Grand Lux was created. Grand Lux is more of an upper scale than Cheesecake Factory. But let me respond to Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory is a perfect first date. For one, the energy. It doesn't matter where you are across the world. The Cheesecake Factory always going to be crowded. You're going to hear a lot of positive energy, people laughing, celebrating. It's a great atmosphere, great food, great drinks. And it's just like, man, if you want to do more of a cozy, romantic setting, you could do that at Cheesecake Factory. You don't need to go on a Friday, Saturday night. Go there on a Wednesday. It's chill. So for me, I think at Cheesecake Factory, you gotta earn that.
I agree. Kanal, just not to cut you off, but somebody said, Fearless Podcast says, Cheek wants fine dining, not for food, but for IG posts. And I agree with that 100%.
I agree with that. I just personally don't like it. I've gotten extra miso sauce for people, so I know what goes down. I know most women love it. I just personally, it's neither here or there for me. It won't be my idea to go to Cheesecake Factory. If she wants to go, sure, I'll take it there, but it just won't be on my, first pick place. But I know in general, it's a good, stable place. It has the environment I'm looking for. Like I said, to me, it's all about fostering a romantic environment, over how much it costs.
I'm gonna say
so
this.
What would be ideal for you, Trini?
Man. You know what? For a first date, I'm with the pool, bowling, activity people.
Okay.
I'm more of that. Let's go bowling, and we're gonna buy some drinks or get some tapas. And I get to see you be athletic. You get to see me be athletic. I get to beat you. You get to beat me. I get to see how you act when you're happy. Happy when you're a little down. Like, that's what I want. Activity dates should be my situation should be the first date.
I'm gonna say this: Cheesecake Factory, I gotta be smashing, man.
No, stop it with this bullshit now.
No, seriously. Cheesecake Factory, because again, I rarely go there.
Now, no woman should be giving you sex because you took them to Cheesecake. Cut this shit out.
I should be hitting first. Then we go to Cheesecake Factory.
Cut it out.
First date.
Cut it out.
First date.
Cut it out.
Wait. Is Cheesecake Factory a celebratory date?
It's just like, for me, I'm more to keep it really simple.
Like, she got a promotion. We're going to Cheesecake Factory, babe. You earned it.
Yeah, there's certain places you go based on the vibe that you have somebody. If I don't freaking know you, I'm not gonna spend time to go to Cheesecake Factory waiting in line trying to get to know you. Like, first, I got to get to know you first. I'm the same thing with you. I'm more of an activity person. I like to go out and do things. And of course, if we getting some action in, hey, let's go to Cheesecake Factory. Because at least we could sit down, wait together, chill at the bar, continue to get to know each other. But first date, nah, I wouldn't even go to Cheesecake Factory. I wouldn't even recommend it.
Okay, so where you going on a first date, Kanal? Let me ask you that.
Hold on, Kanal. Before you start, let me shout out to my man Ronan Travelers. Yo, Alex, what's up, man? Do a quick little intro. Don't go.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Man. But what you here to? What you think?
No,
so
I'm gonna
far?
take it easy, brother. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it easy. I mean,
what you think so far?
Her whole premise behind this was she felt like the whole idea and the excuse, and I just put it in a super chat. She used the excuse of courting. When she's being courted, she gets to pick wherever she wants to go, and she should be treated like a princess. You're not being courted on a first date. So let's get that straight. And at 40-something years old, she should know better. Second thing is, when you're planning a date, you talk to a woman, you figure out what you figure out what she's allergic to. You have these little conversations. What kind of activities do you like? Who are you allergic to? What types of food do you like? Which ones don't you like? Then if you don't discredit anything that's discussed in those common conversations that you have, it's on the man to utilize his resource to plan the date from his intel that he gathered. So if you're upset with any place that he picked, then you must have lied to him somewhere.
Well, remember, that's
my point of view.
This is the audible. Remember, this is the audible. So he could have had a more high-end place in mind. We never got there because she was an hour late. So to me, she's wrong and strong, because if you're gonna complain about a place, at least be on time.
And Maya, I'm gonna answer your question.
I agree.
As we go through this list. So yes, you'll know what I consider my first dates, like I prefer to do.
Shout out to Fearless Podcast, man. If we hooked up late night, I have to be out in Waffle House sometime.
Oh yeah, man. One thing.
No, that's facts. A patty melt with a hash brown. It's late. We probably drunk. Yeah, we could go to Waffle House. What's wrong with that?
You know what? When I think about the fondest dates I have was always low cost.
Thank you. Thank you.
The ones that stick to me, that gives me a good memory, like a smile on my face.
I'm gonna say this, and as much as Maya want to talk her shit, our first date was where, Maya? You remember the first date?
To the fucking beach. But that's me.
Wait. And what did we do at the beach?
We went swimming and chilled out.
Yep, got some tacos.
Oh yeah. We got shots from Walgreens. We went to the Walgreens liquor store. Yep. We got some little shots and stuff from there.
And we got some tacos and walked to the beach.
And walked to the beach, which was fine. And then I think, did we stay out all night that night, or did we link up?
We stayed late. We actually went not somewhat skinny dipping, but we took our clothes off and got in the water.
Did we go to the cigar bar that same night, or that was another day?
That was another day.
Okay.
Y'all reminiscing a little bit too much.
No. But I'm just saying. That's how it is. So, and that's why when people try to say, "Hey, I got to spend this amount of money, or I got to go to this certain place," it's like, if you got a certain vibe with somebody, why do you got to do all those things if the vibe is not even there? Like, between those two, I could tell instantly there's no vibe between them.
But Kanal, this is where the man leads. This is where the man takes charge, because when I called you and was like, okay, you want to go to the beach, or what if I would have called you and said, okay, let's go on a dinner date? If you would have said no, that would have been like, okay, this ain't the chick I want to vibe with. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So if these men are letting these women lead them to bullshit, that's on them.
I agree.
But you got to give my man props. He stood up for himself, though.
He did.
So
yeah, after he let her. Well, I haven't watched the video, so let me just shut up. I don't.
I mean, I think he was trying to make it work. He was like, "Here we are, Cheesecake Factory." He got out the car to open the door, so he was being a chivalrous man, in my opinion, to his detriment. But he was being a very chivalrous man, and he was trying to, quote unquote, I know some people say court no stuff. He was trying to court her, in my opinion. You know. Let me read this real quick. Shout out to Kings and Dream. Cheesecake Factory is $100 plus. You're damn right. And I'm not spending over $100 on a woman unless we're intimate. Okay, that's a little wild, but thanks for that. Cheesecake Factory is not a cheap date in my book. You know, you're looking at least 150 with tax.
120, 150, yeah.
Especially if your date wants to have more than one drink, you know. And according to you, they make some good drinks.
They do.
And Kings and Dream got a date Friday. We're going bowling. Bowling is good. Bowling is a great first date. Ice cream dates are cool, but it's cold up north. Yeah, I think bowling is a go-to for sure. No doubt. Even though some people try to wear dresses, I'll be like, yeah, we know we're going bowling, right? And you know, they wear skirts and dresses. It is what it is. Maya, I got a question for you before I start though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did it matter what Kanal took you for the first date?
No, we just were, it was a mutual conversation, like, yo, what you doing? Like, what's up? Because when I met him, I think he had just come from Costa Rica. And then we had a great conversation the first day we met. So I was like, okay, cool, great conversation. And he said the same thing. He was like, you know, you got good conversation. You know, we could talk later. I was like, okay, bet. And then I'm a beach person. I'm just an outside nature person. So I was like, you know, if I'm gonna be friends or have a connection with this person, like, okay, I'm gonna invite him into my world. And trust me, I love fine dining, but it's not that important. But I was just like, let's go to the beach. You know what I mean? I had on some little short shorts, my bikini, and a towel in a bag. And, you know, Kanal was like, I was like, come on, let's get in the water. And he was like, oh, I don't have anything. I was like, oh, there's a swim shop right there. And he bought his trunks and we just got in the water and was like chilling.
All right. That sounds like a perfect first date in my opinion. All right, guys. So we're gonna start the list a little bit. So Cheesecake Factory, I think I said my piece. Ronan, what you think? Ronan, you still there? Ronan.
Hey, Cheesecake Factory back in the day was the ish.
Even if listen, this is the thing, Trini. Let's not waste countless hours on going through a list of 28 restaurants. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with any of these places. None whatsoever. Like I said, it's up to men.
Hold on. The church, the gym, you going?
Oh, I ain't going to no church, first of all.
Hey, yo, let me cook, man. Let me go through my list. No, I'm gonna make it fast.
A man's house is okay. I want to just say what I want to say right now. I know this is your show, but let me just say this. A man's house, if I've gone to a man's house on a first date because he offered to cook for me and the dinner was very good. I'm not going to a church at all. If you want to go on a gym date, that's cool, especially if you're a man that take care of your body and you into fitness and you're inviting me. Like, of course, I can't discount you for where you want to take me if we're trying to get to know each other. If I'm genuine. Now, if I'm being pretentious, yeah, that's when all of this other bullshit comes into place, because that's really what it is. It's bullshit.
See, that's where I was getting at. Well, that's why I asked if it mattered where you went. Because to me, if you're genuinely interested in someone, the venue don't really matter that much. You know, like I have, well, not recently, but when I was younger, you know, I could take a girl to a gas station and chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, remember you used to smoke? Well, I don't know if you used to smoke, but I used to smoke like, hey, you smoke? Like, you go sit in the car, roll up the windows and light up a joint and, you know?
If you had like a little DVD player.
You know what I mean? Like, you listen to music. That's when they had the little CD. You burn your little CD. You know, you get ready to vibe. I don't know where all this like pretentiousness has come from. And I was talking to Kanal about this lady who claims to be like a dating coach now in Atlanta that's telling women where to go to find men. Like, I'm like, basically, this has become like social prostitution at this point.
Ooh, I'm glad you said it.
I told Kanal today early. I said, yo, these girls are like, they're in the beginning phases of prostitution and they don't even know it.
You know what? I got a good question. Before I get to the list, I'm gonna ask you, Kanal. Minus the beach, what was another successful low-cost date that you've been on?
Shit, I I mean, I have a lot, to be honest, man.
Just pick one. Go Chicago days.
yeah. My time in Chicago, man. You know, because we have all these festivals and events that happens during the summertime. Dude, we'll meet up at the event at the festival. I'll bring my backpack. I got some rum, some vodka in my backpack, and I bring a blanket to put on, on the grass, and we just sit there and watch the show. There's a lot of movie nights, outdoor movie nights. These were things we were doing, man, and it's just like, and it was simple. And these were, women who had great careers, good educated, very attractive women. That was just very low key. But I think too, I attract very low key, like positive vibe women. I never attracted bougie chicks. I just never. So, and that's why I know for a fact that this lady and I would never ever talk, because there's a certain vibe that I look for. If you have this vibe, this so-called elitist vibe, or you think that you're better than, I can't talk to you.
Maya, what you got besides the beach?
I'll go anywhere. I'll take your ass on a hike to Stone Mountain for all I care. Like, hey, I'm going to work out today. You coming? Like, what's up?
I think,
and trust me, I've dated every type of man that you could possibly imagine. White, Asian, Jewish, Mexican, Dominican, black, doctor, lawyer, basketball player, football. It just doesn't matter. It's all about how genuine you are. So this high value and take me to a high end place. Okay, you might take me to a steakhouse or whatnot, but are you even a steakhouse quality man? You could be fronting for me right now. You might be shit later.
A lot of men do that. I would say that. I would say the most effective low cost date I have. This is back in New York. I think I picked homegirl up and I drove her. She wanted cheesecake. I didn't want a cheesecake. I think I drove her to go buy cheesecake. And bro, I think I picked her up like maybe 7:00. I drove back to her house maybe like, I think we were around her house, maybe like a block down, and we was there till 1 a.m. in the morning.
Why?
We was just chilling, talking, listening to music. We was just kicking it in the car. First date, technically. Just to go, the drive was like a 10-minute, 15-minute drive to go get her cheesecake and come back. And she just didn't want to go back home. She was like, yo, let's just chill and talk.
Yeah, well, that was more genuine than, being superficial and pretentious. I mean, because that's what it all boils down to. And when you spoke about the sprinkle lady, I just want to make a point with her. I've watched several of her videos. Her backgrounds are usually fake. It looks like a high-end house. She says that her husband name is James. Nobody has ever seen James. She's overweight, in my opinion.
She is.
She's overweight. You could see it in her face. She has very cheap eyeliner. That's evident. The little winged eye thing she got going on. The little fake talk she got going on. So she's just, it's for views and it's for monetizing. And I think that's where people are falling out of touch with reality, because, you're looking at other people on social media and you're doing a comparison, and you feel like if you're not going to these high-end restaurants, you're lacking. Or, you want to go on the date for pictures to say, oh, hey, I've been here. So, well, this guy is taking me here. So now you got to take me there if I'm seeing you too. So it's just all fluff at the end of the day. It's just nonsense.
I think it's becoming kind of like music, where it's like, it's not reality, but people want to live it like it's reality. What do you think, Kanal?
Amaya mentioned something earlier in the beginning, how people living their lives through social media. It's not real. That Sprinkle woman, I looked at her video before this. She's using a fake screen. She never show her face above her shoulders. She never show her body above her shoulders. And she's just misguiding a lot of people out there. And it's kind of sad. It's like people forgot the basics of why we go on dates is to get to know somebody. But now it's become so transactional. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, she kind of
Trini, for
reminded me.
instance, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, I'm a bartender, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at a new place now. So some guy was at the bar. He literally tipped me $100 for what? I don't know. He stayed until the place closed, and I was like, "Hey, you gotta go. Like, I gotta start cleaning up. I'm ready to go home." And he got really physical. Like, he got really close, and he had a semi hard on too. I saw his John like getting hard, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, what? Like, what are you doing?" I said, "Are you trying to pursue me?" And he was like, "Well, maybe." And then I was like, "Okay, now he's trying to kind of like lead me with the money. Okay, you didn't have to tip me $100, but you did. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I didn't ask for that." I don't know what he was, really looking for. And then he was like, "Hey, let me give you, let me get your Cash App, so I could send you something in the morning." I was like, "Nah, you did enough." He was like, "Nah, I just want to do a little extra." And then he started saying, "Are you off tomorrow?" Like, I'm like, "Listen, this is just going too fucking far right now."
You know what that was, right?
Tell me.
he was trying to see if he was up for sale.
Yeah, probably, but I was just like,
and depending on how much money he has, I mean, I think a lot of times women forget, like, if $100 to a rich person is like a penny to someone who works a regular job. So they might look at the amount, but not what the person is sacrificing. You know what I mean? So even though, because he's rich and he's giving me $100, that could be a penny for me.
but I don't know. That's true, but I don't know if he's rich. But at the same token, I had his credit card receipt, and I told Kadal, like, I looked at his name on the credit card receipt, and I Googled him. I'm like, is this a fucking weirdo or something? Like, am I gonna have like some stalker on my ass at my job? So I Googled him, and he was like arrested for like domestic violence.
So I think he was trying to see how much you would go with the program, to see if he could just lead you like a carrot with money, to say, okay, well, if I give $100 tip and I tell him to send her some money in the morning, see if she's off, I could probably get her to come over the same way. So that was my thinking of what he was trying to do.
I figured that too, but I was just like, when he asked me for my Cash App, I was like, "I think you've done enough. Like, thanks, but no thanks."
But some women would go with that program.
Listen. Listen. Some women would eat that shit alive, and they would have been at his house the next day. But this goes back to what I said. It's social prostitution. That's what it is. Women are basically selling themselves in a more softer way than a woman who's just direct with it, than a woman that's walking the streets, or a woman that has an ad on Arrows or whatever the case may be. It's true. It's true. Like, they're doing it in a softer way. I mean, you can even look at the clothes. Women are wearing body stockings out as clothing.
No, Atlanta's different. Atlanta's different. I've never seen, like, this must be a no bra city. I've never seen so much nipples in my life.
Yeah, they're wearing lingerie outside, like, literally. So at the end of the day, women are kind of like, and I'm going to be honest about it, I feel like women are kind of like leading society and leading men into that's what all women are really into. So they don't care who they give it to. And I mean, I'm fully clothed at work. I got on a long sleeve black shirt. I'm not showing any cleavage. I'm not showing my body. I got on jeans. I got on non-slip work shoes. Like, I'm not in a pretentious or sexy state at all.
That's what you think.
Well, I guess I don't have the eyes of a man, so I really wouldn't know. And sometimes I can't, it's not that I'm naive to when a man is hitting on me, but if I'm not interested, I'm just going to let it kind of like go over my head. Like, I'm not going to entertain it too much. However, these women going to these restaurants and these bars, you know, St. Regis, they going to Coley, they going to Umi, they going to Lobster Bar, they going to Chops, and I'm just speaking of Atlanta. And then in Miami, they're going to Kiki's on the River, they're going to Chef Adrian's, they're going to Pierre's, they're going to Red Steakhouse, they're going to all these high-end restaurants to meet, you know, these quote unquote rich or wealthy men, but they're missing the point of if this is actually a good man. Like, is this man rich in character? Does he have principles? Does he have morals? Is he married? You know, what really entails into the work that he does to be able to provide, if he does choose to provide for me. I think that's, everybody's out of touch in reality about character and morals and principles, unless you just don't give a fuck how you're being treated and you just there for the money. And that's typically a woman that's in survival mode. She's emotionally detached. She doesn't have any feelings for you, or any care, any genuine desire for you.
Listen, anyone that's dating me, I only know one restaurant, all that restaurants that Maya named. I only know maybe one of them places. Kanal, you know those spots?
Never been and never will.
You will go if I take you, so
You paying, right?
I don't care. I took you out for drinks the other night. What's up?
I know.
All right, now. All right, let me get through.
Right. Yeah, let's get through the list.
Go ahead,
man.
Kanal. You want to say something else?
No,
Let me
no.
get through
Let's
this.
go through the list.
So I'm gonna lump some of these things together. All right. So Applebee's and chili, to me, it's like the same thing. Okay, Maya, I know you're the professional. What you think?
It's a go for me. Chili's have their $5 margaritas. Applebee's have their late night menu. They chicken wonton tacos go so hard. I love tequila. They got the Rocks Terramana. They got a People's Margarita, which is awesome too. They got good drinks. Applebee's got good drinks. Chili's got good drinks. I don't have a problem with either one of them.
Well, all right, that's very descriptive. I think we got the right person on the line tonight. All right, Kanal.
Yeah, I think Applebee's and Chili's are pretty much the same. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going there for drinks and appetizers. I wouldn't go there for the meal, but the appetizers, some drinks, chilling at the bar, talk, conversate. Yeah, that's definitely a spot.
All right, I'm gonna be the oddball. I would only do this for drinks only, and that's a matter of fact. Now I probably won't go because to me it's all about the ambiance. And I'm like Chili's and Applebee's. I don't think that's gonna help loosen some clothes, if you know what I'm saying.
But what if it's a spare of the moment, Trinity? What if it's like unplanned?
I mean, to me, it's not a first date. Like, I'm not gonna plan that as a first date. I have no problem going there and going on there with a date, or maybe second date or third date, but it's not date number one. That's not putting my best foot forward, in my opinion. And if I'm trying to, impress this, not really impress this woman, but if I'm trying to build a rapport with this woman, I might want to pick a place that fosters a more romantic environment. Because I don't want to be a friend. I want to be, some type of relationship.
You don't have to be a friend to go to Applebee's and Chili's, man. It's like Applebee's and Chili is a great environment to get to know somebody. The energy is good. The drinks and food is cheap.
Bro,
and you can go out and have a good time.
There's going to be kids in there. There's going to be young people in there.
No, it's not.
No, I disagree. I disagree. After a certain time, you don't see kids.
Listen, to me, it doesn't foster that. Yo, you wanna take this back to the crib situations?
Yeah, they more than likely will probably go back to the crib.
So you mean to tell me, Trini, a woman that you're interested in on a first date, you trying to hit already?
No. That's not what it is.
God damn.
No, I think I need to foster that environment that, this is the bar I'm trying to set.
You don't have to do that. Do you know when a woman meets a man, we already know if we gonna have sex with him or not?
Thank you.
Women, we already know. I already know if I'm going to.
And I need to maintain that because I could easily talk my way or do something to talk my way out that
But situation. The place that you go doesn't matter.
I don't know, because it matters to women, man. They got this list, bro.
No, so you're wrong. That matters to that doesn't matter if she genuinely. If I'm finna give you some ass, I'm not thinking about where you taking me, because first of all, I need to know if this shit gonna even continue.
Hold up. So can this place enhance that already thought process that you have?
But what are you trying to enhance if it's already there? That's what I'm saying.
Because men could talk their way out of it.
Yeah, but talking in the location has nothing to do. There's no correlation.
All right, we could disagree with that, but I feel you. I just wouldn't. Applebee's and Chili's wouldn't be my first place. You know, that's how I feel about that.
Okay,
Fellas,
so
man,
let's go to the next.
Jump on the pot, because I know you had some good advice for me when I was in Houston about first dates, man. Wish I could drop the link again for you, man. Jump on, man, or hit me on WhatsApp. All right, so Chipotle, I'm gonna put Chipotle by itself. I think this is a quick. I'm gonna just answer that. Chipotle is a no for me. It's same reason as Applebee's and Chili's. It's non-romantic going on.
I don't want Chipotle anyway because they only got Coronas there. You can't even drink. Like, nah for Chipotle.
I agree with that. But Chipotle back in the early 2000s, you used to, at the time, you used to order drinks there. You could order a margarita, and they'll give you a margarita back in the days.
They did, but they stopped that. So that's why they only went to. I think they got Dos Equis and Corona now, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So the movies. I'm gonna let you go first, Maya. Wait, I skipped Olive Garden. Olive Garden, real quick.
Olive Garden has good sangria. They have a great Italian margarita. I'm sorry, I love it. I
love it. Keep it going. I love it.
The salad is the salad and the salad dressing is awesome. They have great calamari. Yeah, they sangrias, the red sangria, the Italian margarita, and their zuppa toscana. What the hell? Like, yes.
Canal, go ahead, man.
Nah, because I don't like the service there, so I wouldn't go.
You know what?
Well, it is like an Italian McDonald's. I'm not gonna lie. However, you know what I mean? The drinks. Listen, I'm for the drinks and the conversation, okay? And the salad and the zuppa toscana, and that's in the calamari. So,
you know what? Even though myself, I don't eat seafood, Olive Garden. What I was thinking about Red Lobster, but Olive Garden never let me down. So I'm gonna have to give it a go because I know a couple of females that love a tour of Italy. Whatever that's up when they bring the 3 different pastas.
Lasagna,
that is gross, and don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Listen. The tour of Italy have brought a lot of back home. So you know what? I was a thumbs down, but I'm thumbs up on Olive Garden for a first date. But I'm gonna make sure that I might throw it out there first as a teaser. Like, yo, how do you feel about Olive Garden? Are you an Olive Garden type of chick? And,
don't throw that out there because don't throw it out there.
Well, Maya, I thought it doesn't matter if she likes you. I thought that doesn't matter.
Just pull up. Don't throw it out there. Just pull up. That's it.
All right, let's go to the next one. The movies. Go ahead, Maya. You got the movie menu too?
I'm not a movie person because I'm not going to be able to conversate with you at the movies. So,
all right, that's a no for the movies. Kanal?
It depends on the movie. If this is a movie that we both have an interest in seeing, then yeah. But if it's just a movie date, no.
All right. I'm gonna say no. But back when I was a kid, and maybe a little bit after high school, movies was a great first date. But now as an adult, I can't do movies as a first date. No. Okay, Maya, I'm gonna let you start with this one. Your house.
My house, no, but your house. Well, that kind of goes both ways. This one I gotta be very transparent. Like if I'm trying to hunt you and you trying to hunt me, yeah.
I mean, either you with it or you're not.
Right. I want to see your house. I want to see how you live. And that also invites me to let me know that no one's there. At least you're not like hiding a wife there or some weird shit or or you and your baby mama live together, but she really your roommate story or she ain't got nowhere to go type vibe. So if you invite me to your house and that's your private space and in your intimate area, I would really take that as it depends on the conversation before I get there because some weirdos do invite you to their house. I'd be like, bro, I barely know you. I'm not coming to your house.
So it depends on the person.
It depends, yeah.
Kanal.
I have no issues with that. I brought many first dates back home.
See, I'm kind of reverse Maya. Not my house. We go to your house on the first date. I've had at least a couple of first dates where the young lady wanted to cook for me. It did end bad though. But however, I would do a first date if it's at her house.
Don't tell us it ended bad and you don't tell us how.
I'm gonna send my location to all my friends and family, send the address. All right, so I'm gonna give out a quick version. Yo, homegirl had these big ass dogs, bro. Like them expensive one, like them expensive
the master breed.
Yeah, like the cage is big as shit. Like
a Great
them
Dane.
dogs is at least like a Great Dane. Them was like 3 feet, 4 feet tall dogs, right? So when I first came to the crib, it was nice and clean. The dogs was put away. She put the sheet over them. They went to sleep. Yo, cook like one of the, I swear homegirl was a chef. Cooked one of the best meals. I helped her prepare stuff. It was dope. Yo, when I came back to the crib for the second time, the dogs got loose. And they tore up the whole crib. And the crib smelled like dog, like heavy smelling dog. And she's like, and she's still trying to make things happen. She's like, yo, just come, come to the room. Don't mind me. I'm like, you're not going to, the dogs is running around. Like, you're not going to clean this place up. Like, you're not going to spray no Febreze, nothing. And it just had me question, like, okay, so if you could do this, what kind of, I'm thinking, what kind of maintenance hygiene thing you got going on? Because I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I end up leaving that girl's house. She never talked to me.
I wouldn't eat there again either.
Yo, all types of shit was going through my head because she was so comfortable. I don't know, maybe she was just that horny, bro. But I was like, yo, I can't do this. I had to get up out of there. Them dogs is wilding. It was crazy. But yeah, so where we at? Your house. So I'm their house. Kanar, you're okay with it, and Maya, you're their house too, right?
Yeah.
All right. Any fast food chain? I'm gonna just knock mine out. Nah, I ain't gonna.
It's a no for me. No.
All right, that goes without saying. I'm gonna put Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop together.
I'm gonna say yes for Buffalo Wild Wings because they have drinks and their salt and vinegar wings are fire. And I'm gonna say no for Wingstop because I'll do a takeout on that and they don't have drinks.
Yeah, I agree. Buffalo Wings is a great spot to hang out at. Stuff to do. You can watch the game. You could chill at the bar, have some great food. Wingstop is only takeout. So if we get the wings, are we gonna go to the park?
Go back to your house.
Crib? Yeah. So really, it's two different situations. So yes to Buffalo Wings, and no to Wingstop.
I have no good memories of Buffalo Wild Wings, so that's a no for me. Wingstop, takeout only, so I kind of more or less agree with y'all. Red Lobster, which is kind of like Olive Garden, in my opinion, in my head. Red Lobster, I would say it's a go. Red Lobster never failed me. I don't eat seafood, but everyone like them cheddar biscuits. And
the cheddar biscuits,
most chicks I know love seafood. I don't even eat seafood, but I'll take a chick to Red Lobster just to watch her break open some crab legs and all that stuff. And you get to see in their natural form. Now, because you can only be so pretty trying to break open a lobster claw or something like that. And it's easy on the pockets. So I vote for Red Lobster.
I don't know, because I went to Red Lobster the other day and spent $60. I was like, what the hell?
So is that a go for you, Maya, or not?
I don't care. I want the biscuits. They have a great Bahama Mama.
Mama, that's my drink.
Yes, the Bahama Mama is good. I like the Ultimate Feast because you can get the crab legs, the lobster tail, and the shrimp scampi. I like their Caesar salad. Their stuffed mushroom appetizer. Yeah, I'll go Red Lobster. As long as it's lunch, not for dinner though. Lunch date.
Okay. Kanal?
Well, I'll say yes, simply for the biscuits, man. You can't. Shit. Biscuits amazing, man. I just eat the biscuits when I go there. The menu is not the best for me, but if she wanted to go there, I'll go. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I wouldn't recommend Red Lobster because that's not my choice.
A buffet is kind of tacky. I'm gonna give it a quick no. No for the buffet.
I'm gonna say no too, Trini. That's a no.
Yeah, no.
IHOP and Denny's, you could put it together.
IHOP and Denny's are not the same. Sorry, Trini, but I'm
In
an
my
IHOP.
opinion,
I'm an
it's the
IHOP
same.
girl. Denny's reminds me of a nursing home.
You know what? Let's separate it. All right. Let's do who's first. Let's do IHOP. My bad. I'm out of pocket for that. You're right.
Before we go, let's go to the buffet.
Go ahead, fellas. Go ahead.
That's the perfect spot. Because here's the thing, Maya. What happened when you ask a girl where she want to go? I don't know. What you like? I don't know. It's that I don't know. I don't know what I want. You take them to a buffet, girl, you got everything you want. And
Stop
you know
it.
what?
No. I don't want you to see me eating like a pig. No, with all this shit on my plate.
The Brazilian steakhouse is a buffet.
Okay, well,
No,
that's
it's a
if you're
different-
going. That's if you're going to like Fogo de Chao, or if you're going to, something like that. But
Steakhouse.
And I'm gonna back up here because I know I got on. And
Go ahead.
the reason I got on late is because we just came from
Cheesecake Factory.
EW3s, which is Buffalo Wings. And why? Because Tuesday is buy one wing, get one free. So we going there. Red Lobster. I wish, Trina, if you got a chance, I sent you a link. If you could play that link, it's a safe link, but I think that goes with number 11. And I think Shannon Sharp said it a lot better than I did.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're not supposed to do it. I didn't get it though. Resend it to me. I got voice notes. You sent it right at 9 o'clock when I started.
No, I just sent it. I thought I put it in the chat. Let me see if I can
send it to me. I'll play it for sure. But yeah, I did forget Shannon Sharp. I did forget that video to include in the little montage in the beginning. So Fearless, are you down for the IHOP or what?
See, I think that's like if you're going somewhere late, you meet somebody, y'all chill out, y'all going somewhere late, or
so not for a first date, exclusively first dates.
I have done that, but it was man, I hate to be rude on this, but I smashed, and then you wake up in the morning, and you're like, where you want to go? Let's go grab some breakfast. So
that's not. But you already had the first date. That's not the first date.
But
first date after the point.
So it is the first date. We hooked up, but I didn't have to pay for it, so I paid for it.
Now we all know after relations, dates kind of like go out the window. Not for me though. In case y'all watching, not for me. But yeah, that's I don't know, Maya.
I'm gonna say yes because I'm an IHOP girl and I want some strawberry syrup.
Black Man Traveler, there. I see you on mute.
Yeah. IHOP, yes. Denny's after the clubs, yeah, or after a night of drinking, maybe looking for a spot to eat. Denny's would be okay if an IHOP is not nearby.
I can't do IHOP for a first day. I do like some cheesecake. What they make like when they do like the seasonal stuff, Maya. Like they do like seasonal pancakes and stuff. Like I do like that, but I can't take a girl there for a first date. It have to be like maybe we went bowling and we want to grab something to eat late. Maybe I could segue that into like a compound date, something like that. Not the first one. All right, and I'm a no go. I don't like Denny's, so Denny's is a no for me. I'm gonna just keep it like that. Nah, I ain't doing it.
So I put those links in the chat for you. There's 2 links. Both have Ocho Cinco in them, but they go with it.
Chat.
But my question.
Oh, you sent to a private chat. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in the private chat. But my question is, I don't want to say it sounds like you're trying to impress them. For what reason are you trying to impress them on the first date? Because when you ask a woman,
go ahead.
Because when you ask a woman, like, what do I get out of it? It's like all my time. Well, my time is just as valuable as that person's time. So what is it that you were trying to show them? Because once you leave with that wallet, you gotta compound it. You gotta do more. You got to do that. So it's almost like paying all your finances out, but not knowing your return on your investment.
All right. So my standard would be, to me, it's about the environment. So I want to, and it's kind of sad. It does vary to how much I have a connection with this girl prior to the date, right? So if we're having a strong connection, over phone call, voice chat, whatever, that may influence how much money I'm willing to spend on this first date. Now, I'm not going to impress in the sense of financial. I'm going to impress on the night, on the atmosphere, on the vibe. And I want to pick within my spending range the best place that will foster organic relationship. So some places like Chili's, Applebee's, that doesn't really put a woman in a romantic type of mood. So I would try to pick something that's more geared. That's why I like activity dates, because I think activity dates, it could always lead to something else. It could always lead to a second tier of something. And you get to see a variety of emotions. If they're playing pool, you can walk behind them and help them shoot the pool stick. There's some interactions there for some intimacy that I like. So I would gear it towards that more than a dinner date. Oh, added back to stage. There you go. I gotta get this lag fixed. What up, Ronan, man? Yeah, we definitely missed you. I don't know if it's that Houston connection you got. All right, so where we at? We're at, all right, I think the gym is a no for me. Kanar, you're a gym dude, man. What you think?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. I'd love to see if she's active. I think that's considered an activity date. So the more active she is, she likes to work out. I like to work out. Why not, man? I think that's a great indicator, because that tells that she takes her health seriously.
Maya?
Yeah, I'll go to the gym with him. I would love that. I want to see how if he takes care of himself. He a gym person. He like, hey, put your sneakers on. Let's meet me at the gym. I'll go. Yeah.
Phyllis, what you think?
I've done it a few times. So I don't know if y'all have them where y'all at, like Lifetime Fitness. Y'all have that?
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah.
So Lifetime, where we at, they got the steam room, the hot tub, the pool. They have all of that, basketball courts. So I've taken girls there, worked out. I'm like, bring your bathing suit. We gotta get in the hot tub afterwards. Steam off, relax. So I get to see what they look like, in that gym outfit. I get to see them in that bikini outfit, and I get to know, did they get that body naturally, or they putting a little bit of work in? I like a girl that can sweat a little bit.
Here my gym ass go. I don't know if they got that here. Yeah, y'all gotta put me on.
Yeah, they Trini, they got one in Buckhead, Johns Creek, Duluth. You got to get around. You got to get around, sir.
First of all, I'm new here. You know what I mean? You and Kanal supposed to be my tour guys. You know what I mean? Y'all my people from Atlanta. You know what I mean? I might modify my no. If she's into the gym, I'll probably go. But knowing me, I'll probably go to the week before and make sure I can do the exercises that I want to do so I look good. But yeah, if she's a gym rat for sure. But if she's not someone that's not in the gym, then I'm not gonna put her on the spot like that.
If she's fit, you take her to one of them yoga classes, bruh. Man,
first date though? We talking first date yoga class?
Them girls love you. What do you think they do? It's like, well, I gotta work out, I gotta do this. Okay, well, after work, I know you ain't got no time. Let's hit the class. I'll go with you.
But Fed's supposed to be focused on her. What about the other women in the class? It's a private class.
I let her get in front of me. Look, I can see her. I can see everything else around.
Fearless, you a little freaky, ain't you?
Yeah, that's what it is. Somebody said I was trisexual. It's like you like to try everything. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Listen, you can't knock it before you try it. Anyway, let me go play. I got one of them to work. Let me go play one of your links here. Let's see. Video file. Nope. I'll do. Oh yeah, present. This I did the last time. Oh, then I gotta stop doing this one first. All right, hold on. There you go.
And also, I think you can do it as a share. If you share your,
I was doing it all the time just now. Now I can't remember. Present slides. Nope.
So if you play it, if you open up another tab, and there's on the present, I think you can.
I'm drawing a blank all of a
share
sudden.
screen.
Stop. What did we lose? We lose somebody? Oh. I was just doing it all the time today. Why? I can't remember how to do it. All right, I'm gonna get it back up. You guys go. Let's go on the list.
See, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if you could hear it if I did it.
No, I had it. When I go to present, it says slides, extra camera.
No, don't go to slide. Go to,
right.
There's two ways. If you go to share screen and then you open up another tab, you can play it from your screen.
That's the thing. I'm not seeing the share screen button for some reason. I was doing it earlier, no problem. Present.
You want me to try one?
Stop. I think I got it. I had to stop that one first. Gotcha.
No.
All right. We're good to go.
So this is number 11.
Young lady. We gonna go out. I was like, okay. I ain't got a whole lot of money, but you know what? I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna deny myself something to get her a nice little, get a nice little meal. The server comes back, says, okay, you ready to order? I'm like, yeah. So I got something probably cost like $30, $40.
Yeah.
And so Ocho, she got the menu and she just looking. I'm like, well, damn, what she gonna order? She say, I'm trying to figure out what go with lobster. I say condoms. I said, because if you order that, we gonna have sex tonight. Needless to say, she didn't order that, and I never saw her again. I ain't got bread like that, Ocho. You get me on here, Ocho. I get on here with you, man. I was supposed to take this to my grave, man.
Fellas, thanks for sharing that one, man. He said the lobster come with condoms. That's crazy. You know what? I kind of think that's, to me, when a woman does that, that kind of shows me she doesn't respect me much. So I know that's probably like beginning of the last date. She would have to save it at that point. I don't know. We go out to eat and you order like the most expensive thing, I don't think we're having a second date. What y'all think about that one?
I second that. I think if you purposely do that, that tells me a lot about you. It's just out of consideration that, hey, if you know, like, hey, you want to show the person that you're different. If you're doing the same thing that every typical person does when they go out for the first time and when they get the most expensive stuff, what pisses me off the most, you choose the most expensive stuff and you don't eat it all.
Yeah.
That's like, wow, you did that.
Can I just say something as a woman? Like, I've gone on expensive dates and I know when a man is trying to impress me, that's just like if a 9-to-5 Joe take me to Prime Italian or an athlete take me to Prime Italian. Like, if it's an athlete, hell yeah, I'm ordering what I want. You worth over $1 million. You got it. I know you got it. So I'm gonna get what I want. I don't care what the price is. But if I know you're trying to impress me, I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna get no lobster. I'll get a little grilled chicken or a little mahi or some shrimp or something like that. But like Kanal said, like, it's all about,
so my question is, why does his wallet determine what you get?
Because why would I when I know you're trying to impress me, why I'm gonna break your pockets when I know you ain't got it like that?
No, I'm talking about the ball player. So you know he got money. Why is it like I'm gonna get everything?
I didn't say I'm gonna get everything. I'm just gonna order really what I want. I'm not gonna just go out and seek on the menu. I'm just not gonna be as conscious and aware.
Why is that?
Because you can afford it.
See, there goes my question. Why is it that a woman always want to be in the man's pocket? I mean, it's always different. You know, I know the person who said this best was Kevin Sanders. He talked about a
Please
role
don't bring
play.
up Kevin Samuels fearless. Like we started off on a good note. Please
Well,
don't
he gonna
don't.
do it because he said it best.
rest in peace.
Yeah, so he was talking about a girl. He said, "Hey, you want to go out with a guy? Well, when you gonna have sex with him? I don't know. When you gonna have sex? I don't know." She kept saying, "I don't know." He said, "Well, I tell you what. Why don't you do this? Why don't you plan the date? You pay for the date. You do all of that, and the guy never has to bring up sex until you're ready to have sex. Then he'll pay for it." She was like, "Oh, that's unfair." He's like, "Unfair? That's what guys do all the time. We always take you out and do that." And I heard girls say, "Oh, I want to go here and here." They want to go places that they can't afford or order things that they can't, but they expect a guy to do that. So please explain
But
that to me.
but the what I just said went totally over your head, and I could
No,
tell
you
by
said
your response. Listen to
you
what
said
I'm
if you
saying.
were a ball player, you're gonna order differently than if you were a regular Joe. So I'm asking, why does his money determine who you are?
It's not about determining who I am. I'm letting you know that I have more consciousness and awareness that the guy who doesn't really have it like that, I'm not really trying to break his pockets. On the other hand, this ball player or athlete, he can actually afford, it's nothing to him. This is how he dines and this is his lifestyle. I'm being more conscious to your lifestyle. It's not that I'm in your pockets because I don't care if you a ball player or not. I care about how you treat me at the end of the day.
So I guess my thing would be, if you're going to do this, it's just the same way that.
So you're trying to tell me I should treat the ball player the same way as the 9-to-5 guy? If that's what you're saying, then that's not going to happen.
You damn right.
That's not going to happen.
All right. So let me ask you this.
That's not even realistic.
What you look like, but just say you are 5. So you're saying that if I take you out, I should take you and treat you differently than I treat the 8 or 9.
I want you to treat me how I deserve to be treated, how I present myself.
I can't do that because you're not the 8. So I'm gonna treat you on your level. That's what you said to the dude.
You're basically saying no, but basically what you're saying, you're gonna treat me. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're gonna treat the athlete because he has more money. You're gonna be one way. The average dude, you're gonna be less. That's fine. You want to look at his conscience. But what if a guy does that? We just playing role reverse. I treat you differently because you are 5. Better, and don't take you to the same places I take the 10. So let's go back to Kanal dating. He take you to the beach, and then the next day he with this fine chick, and you're like, man, he just took her to a 5-star restaurant in a limousine.
But I wouldn't care about that because I opted out for the beach. Don't you understand that?
I'm saying in general.
Let me that a little bit. I think
I opted out. The beach was, even if the athlete took me to the beach, that's fine. That's what I opted for. That's where I wanted to go. That's how I wanted to spend my day. That's what I wanted to do.
Fearless, I think you got to remember that the man's supposed to be driving. So I think we had this conversation also that you shouldn't let
they drove to the same restaurant. What you mean? They're the same place, but her order for him.
You're the man. But you're the man and you're paying for the first date. So you choose the restaurant. So when you go to that place, you should be pocket in hand to handle anything on that bill.
Right.
Regardless of what. If I know I'm not going to, remember Maya, you list a whole bunch of places I've never been before. Prime this and prime that. I ain't go to none of them places. We going to freaking Outback Steakhouse. You know what I mean?
What you're saying is, in
and
Atlanta,
you can go to, listen, hold on, Fearless. You go to Outback Steakhouse, man, and you can order the what's the best steak they got?
The porterhouse.
The porterhouse. You can order this other one now. I can't remember what it's called. The sirloin. You can order whatever you want because I know I'm taking you here and I'm gonna take care of it because I choose this place. I'm not gonna hang my hat too high. You know what I'm saying? So if he takes her to prime rib. And my girl's like, yo, bring the marble back rump with the shoulder in it, and they bring out a whole freaking cow, then that's on him for bringing her there.
Yeah, that's
right. But so that's what I'm saying. If you bring me there, this is what I'm saying. If I know when a guy is trying to impress me. I know when a guy. I'm gonna just say this for instance. There's a restaurant called Prime 112. It's a high-end steakhouse. Okay, cool. It was this guy's birthday. It was a special occasion, and he decided to spend his birthday there with me. Mind you, I've been to that restaurant before several times with someone else who was financially well off than him. I knew that this guy could really afford it. So I'm like, okay, we dining, we chilling. I'm like, hey, it's like he like, get what you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm ordering margaritas, I'm ordering drinks, I'm ordering, fucking prawns and shit like that. Of course, because he has the pocket to do it. Versus this guy who's a correction officer, which I know he's only there for a special occasion. Of course, I'm gonna not go for the jugular. I'm not gonna really do him like that because I know it's a special occasion. He don't spend like this. It's not his lifestyle.
I totally get what you're coming from, Maya. To me, Maya, I would want to date someone like you because you're kind of watching out for my pockets, and you understand what we're here to do. We're here to have a good time, not wild out. And if you know that I make an excess amount of money that's not going to hurt me, then you could say, listen, I got you. I want to get something else a little bit more. But if I don't make enough, you would still enjoy the time, but you would like temper, I guess, your appetite.
Right.
To fit my pocket. So I'm trying to, I get it. I'm trying to impress you, but you're not going to go, like you said, for the jugular. Before I move on, shout out to Ronan. He said the man plans the first date after the conversation to his resources and after the dinner activity. So I agree with that. It's all on him. If he picked the place, now if he let you pick the place and you pick some and he confirms that this place that he chose, he still got to deal with those consequences also. Now, I still think it's on.
Ask you this.
Hold on. I think it's still on the woman now to still present herself in the right light also according to his pockets. So even though she might have the opportunity to get the lobster, I want to see what her decision-making skills will be, even though I already came in mind to get that, to basically pay for basically pay for a lobster. But if she chooses the lobster, that may be another thing. I think that's what you might be getting at.
No, so what if you in Atlanta? I think, don't they got the oyster bar there? Ain't that where the chick went and got 48 oysters? So you chose oysters. So you willing to go there and pay for her 48 oysters? Her side dishes, her 2 drinks, because you chose the spot.
Let's set it up. My man said, "Let's go there for drinks."
It don't matter.
Hold on. But he said for drinks though. So he was there to pay for the drinks, and that's what he did. He paid for his drinks and he dipped. She went there for lunch, dinner, brunch. So she went there for oysters. That's why he left her right where she was. So in that situation, I'm like, yo, waiter, I'm gonna pay for these drinks. Here's my side for the bill. She gonna handle the oysters that she ordered because this was for drinks, not for dinner. So
you're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be responsible for that.
But let me ask, can y'all speed me up? Can you speed me up? So this was another like dating video or something?
Yeah, I should get that one.
So they went to Oyster Bar. He said, let's go for drinks, but she ordered food while she was on the date with him.
She not ordered food. I guess it comes with 12 oysters. So she ordered oyster, then she lifted up a plate, ordered another oyster. She ordered 48 oysters. The dude was like, what the hell you doing? And she just like slurping.
That can't be real because you cannot physically, and I'm telling you this, I'm a foodie. I could name any restaurant. I go to restaurants. That is not humanly possible to eat that many oysters.
I'll see if I can put it in the link.
We're gonna find this for you tonight.
She is gonna be sick. She gonna have diarrhea, and if she ate that many oysters, I can guarantee you her coochie stank too.
Oh God. Not for nothing. She was cute though. I ain't gonna.
I don't care how cute you is. If you eating oysters like that, you got to older. Your body is out of whack.
She was high getter though, so she probably.
See if you can put it on screen for her.
But I'm gonna try to copy the link. Oh, y'all can hear that? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yo, I didn't want to include the oyster lady in this, but why not, yo? Good question, Maya.
Yeah, I got a link. I'll put it in the chat.
I think I got it. Hold up.
I'll put the link in the
when I just don't understand when dating has become so complicated. Like, why is it so much thought You know what I think it is? There's so much thought being put into it because men don't want to spend their money and waste their money because they're looking for sex afterwards or they're looking to score. And women know that men want sex, so they're like, "Fuck you."
You know what? Let's put a pin in that, because that's kind of what I wanted to end up at the end of the live. Let's put a pin in that. I think I found it.
And I put a link in the chat if you didn't. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
My friends, this nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, "Can we meet for drinks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, meet me here." They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on, it's so good.
There's no way.
You hear the slurp sound?
Yeah, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby,
Oh
you
my God.
can eat, and I come anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch. I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you run out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That's some bullshit, man.
It's the women that change the dating scene. The men are still.
Hold on, Maya. I want you to process that for a minute.
I'm not gonna process that because I don't have enough fucking brain cells for anything like that. Honestly, that is some bullshit. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't believe everything on social media. I take a lot of this shit at face value. It's no way you could have eaten 4 trays of oysters and then you wanted potatoes too. Like she had to been fat. She had to been a big girl or something. Like I'm just not. You cannot eat
I
that
said
many
to find her
oysters.
picture. She was kind of cute. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me start finding a picture. Yo, shout out to Kimberly.
Well, you know what he deserved? He deserved some low class bullshit like that for her to go in like that because you know why? Look at the way she's talking on the video like this bitch fuck this nigga he took. Oh, like ew. You talking to a woman like that?
Yeah, she's talking to him like that, you know. She's talking. Yeah, she do sound wild, crazy. I'm just like to find her picture.
But I don't think, Maya, when you said it's the dating that's changed, I still think men are still supposed to pay. Women can make just as much money as a man, but he's still supposed to take her out. He's still supposed to be their traditional person. He's still supposed to court her. It's the women that have changed the game. You know, it's not about, oh, I'm getting to know my husband. It's what resources can I get?
Well, that's what I said in the beginning. If you didn't catch that, a lot of women are in survival mode, and that's just the reality of it. And they're looking for men to finance them. They need to have the quote unquote rich nigga on their side to, post on Instagram and TikTok that they're winning and that they're living this lavish lifestyle. Like being humble and living a normal life is it's kind of like what does it not exist anymore?
You tell me,
No, it
Maya.
don't exist because when you ask a woman, would she date an average man? What do they say?
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
Oh, well, they say no. The average salary is like 40 something thousand. So you say,
Yeah,
would
well,
you date?
that's why they're sharing men. That's
Mm.
why they're alone. That's why they are not in relationships. That's why they're going on girls trips together. That's why half of them are bisexual or lesbian. Um, they're not. These women are not getting results. That's the reality of it. So they could go to these places and claim all these things, but they're not getting results. I can assure you of that.
Oh no, I agree, but my thing was I don't think it's men that changed the dating scene. I think that was women.
I don't do the gender thing with the blaming that women do this, men do that. It's collectively it's a society problem. It's a society problem. I don't get into, well, men are this way and men do this and men do that and women. It doesn't matter. It's a people problem.
I would say this. It's a societal norm though. That's the problem. So I think regardless of which gender to blame, it's a societal norm now that this is what we have to filter, strategize, test. You gotta do all these things now to see if people are genuine.
And let me tell you let me tell you why I'm a bartender and I meet a lot of different people. I do events. I'm out. I'm social. I meet a lot of people and I talk to a lot of people. So that's why my outlook on certain things are so different. There's this girl I used to bartend with. I'm talking about beautiful girl. Um, I don't know if you want to call her a BBW, but I think her breasts are like a size triple G or something. She's heavy up
Jesus.
top. Um, and she claimed to have been a bartender. So when she pulled up to the event, she was driving in a Mercedes Benz. So I'm like, well, damn, where the hell you bartend at? Driving a Benz, you must be pulling in like 2K a week. So um we became acquainted with each other. We went out for some drinks. She invited me to her apartment. She lives in a very nice apartment. It's all designered up and she got all this designer and shit like that. She's always out eating, very nice jewelry, all kinds of stuff. And she said that she had an esthetician business. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm like, cool. Then she came out and finally said, like, you know, I'm kind of living in the fast life. So that meant that she told me that, she's a working girl. So I'm like, well, damn, I would have never thought that. So a lot of these women with these expectations that's living in these luxury communities and these condominiums, they're working on OnlyFans, they're prostitutes, and it's just not real. I would have never thought that she was doing that for a living. And I'm not knocking anybody that does it, but that's what's going on now. And then out of curiosity, I was like, let me go on Arrows and see what these women looking like nowadays. And they look like regular women. They look like regular blend-in women. There's nothing exotic about them. There's nothing um taboo looking about them. These are regular women that are full blown sex workers. So this goes back to me saying that a lot of women are in survival mode because they're not getting the results. They're not home with the man that's providing for them. They can't even find a man to go 50-50 with. Then now the women saying they ain't going 50-50, but we live in an economy where you need to go and have to go 50-50.
No, they'd rather be 100% broke. So I know
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
but I know you keep saying it's not a gender. It has to be. Why you think? How do you think the passport bro movement began? It
I
was
don't
because,
care about
Before
the passport
before
bros. I don't
before
care
we go,
about that.
but
I
it's
don't
still
care about no
it's
passport bros, and I don't care that you going
hold
overseas.
on, y'all. Before we get to before we get to that, I found this chick page. Yo, thanks for sending me this fearless.
This is
So
her.
I'm gonna take it back. I do not find her attractive anymore.
This is her,
Oh,
the oyster
actually,
girl.
yeah, I think this is what I saw. Maybe this picture is what I saw. Yeah, I think that's the picture that I saw. But yeah, this regular picture over here, not so.
They like and
not so good. I'm sure she's attractive, but yeah, this the oyster. This is the oyster girl. So
She looks like the typical what happened at that date, she looks like the typical woman that would do that. Eyelashes,
Kimberly,
blonde hair, lace wig, that ratchet ghetto urban look. That's what she looked like.
yo, shout out to Kimberly. Kimberly about to learn a lot today.
What is arrows? It's
Here it's
arrows, like the Greek god Kimberly. It's a
wait,
sex worker website.
I was gonna say let her Google it.
Well, she just spelled it wrong, so I'm trying to help her. She put ARROWS. It's
It's EROS.
oh,
Kimberly,
how
don't
you
go
know,
on there.
Trini?
I
Don't go
know.
on
I'm
there,
going to go look
Kimberly.
that up
Don't go.
myself. I'm
Don't-
already in a sugar
Listen,
date.
we do not sponsor. These people don't cut us no check. All
We
right, so we're
don't.
not.
Okay, well, I won't mention it no more. But I'm just.
Oh God. Yo, shout out to Kimberly. Kimberly's first time watching. I recently met her, so this is a great way for us to get to know each other better. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Okay, 100. Yep. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too, Ron. It's 100, and I think I know where you were going with it, Adrian, but that's kind of like where I don't want to go with it. We just want to keep it on first dates and expectations, and what happened to first dates before we go into whose fault it is and why and all this stuff is.
The
But
blaming doesn't resolve the issue.
that's
That
true.
and at the end of the day, it's about your self-worth, your standards, and what you're looking for. If that person isn't with it, then it's just like on to the next. Like if this person doesn't meet your requirements or isn't aligned with the things that you value and that you find peace in, keep it moving. If you find peace in going overseas and doing this passport thing, and I'm gonna date out of the country, do you. If that's what makes you happy and that solidifies you, go right ahead. It doesn't solve the problem though. It solves your problem if you find love and that's where you want to spend your time. Cool. But that's just like me. I'm not dating right now. When I decide to date, I have certain requirements or things that I'm looking for. And if that person doesn't have them, then I'm on to the next. I can't get bitter and say, well, all men are like this, or there isn't any good men. I do believe that there's still good men, despite of my own dilemmas with, past people that I've dated with. I do believe that there's good men. I do believe that there's good women here. It's just not meeting each other because there's a void. And I believe that social media and society plays a big role. Like, well, if you ain't got it, I ain't got nothing to give. So it's one of those things. Women are looking for support and to be provided for, and men are looking for sex. And that's just what it is.
All right, so you know what? I'm glad you said that statement. That's kind of like what I want to end it on. It's like, is that where we at? Where this is what people are looking for, or they're looking for something deeper? Or is it just that why would someone like, the sprinkle chick, where she would mention, hey, listen, they're gonna get something out the deal anyway. You're gonna get screwed over anyway. So if you're gonna do it, why not pull some resources while you're there?
My whole thing is a lot of these people don't even have genuine relationships with themselves, let alone to be in a relationship with other people. That's the real problem. You can't be in a relationship with anyone else if you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself. And a lot of people are looking for outside validation, for their happiness, and it just doesn't work that way.
I'm gonna go back because I know how it is. So I know one thing you said, Maya, that caught my attention is you said I have a list of requirements, and if a man doesn't meet it, I'm not with it. That's fine that you have your requirements, but what has happened is these women have set their requirements so high that they can only get a small group of men. So that small group of men has been sought after, and that they getting all the players. They getting all of those bad guys because they've set their standards that is really almost unachievable.
And guess what? And they've got exactly what they deserve by being that way. And that has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with Trini. That has nothing to do with black. That's not even any of your concern. You do what you do. It don't matter about these guys getting any play. That's irrelevant.
It is my concern because what happens is those are the same chicks that have these bastard kids that I have to support or messing up society. They grow up without a dad. And when they grow up without a dad, they in the streets committing crimes, or they become so feminized, they become simps. And that's what's messed up society today, is because those women have not chosen right because they wanted something they thought they couldn't have. And it's messed up society because now I have to support those kids, or I have to make sure I lock my door so they don't commit a crime against me.
Well, me and Kanal discussed this earlier. I like to watch a lot of stuff on psychology and, people's life experiences. And a lot of these women can't choose because they don't have the tools to choose. And I'm gonna be transparent and say I didn't really know how to choose men. I chose to date men out of my trauma that I've experienced. And a lot of women tend to do that. A lot of women don't even have healthy relationships starting at childhood. A lot of us don't even have fathers. A lot of fathers are gone. A lot of us haven't had our fathers in our lives. And then when the father isn't around, the mother is left to deal with raising the kids. And a woman can only do so much with raising a child alone. And a lot of them turn out unhealthy. That's just the reality. It turns out unhealthy. The woman's stressed, she angry, she working, all kind of things play into that. And when a woman is not emotionally healthy, I can guarantee you shit is going to be upside down.
But a lot of times they set it up for themselves. You want to be single? Let's take Tyrese. Tyrese his woman divorced him. That means now his kid is single. She did it. Why? Because it was an emotional thing. I mean, that's what's happened. Y'all go on this emotion. I don't feel right this day, and so I'm leaving the relationship. But y'all destroy the society by doing so.
But sometimes you outgrow people. That could be the case. I don't think that any woman, if she's not happy, I don't think anybody should stay with somebody that they're not getting any type of satisfaction over.
Yeah,
Now
you do. Because
her
you don't get
thing.
married to be happy. You get married and you stay because you have committed to that. Now, I don't care if later on you talk. I just did a series on the people who was married the longest, 83 years. That's how there was 83 years. They broke the record. They weren't always happy, but they knew they had to do it not for their kids. They stayed together for their family. It was because they was committed, and that's what you're supposed to do. That is what you get married for. It's not, oh, I'm get happy. And that's another reason. If you look at other societies like Indian societies where they get arranged marriages, they don't divorce because they know that we're here.
I know you're not. Hold on, you're not proposing arranged marriages as a solution.
Oh, yes, I am in this sense that if you a dad or a brother or someone, you should be choosing that man for your daughter. Because I'm a man, I know exactly what a bad man is. So the problem is if a woman says, "Hey, help me," Maya says she's not been choosing good. Why is that? Because she's choosing on emotional. She's choosing on some other things that are not quality as to what would be long. As a
I
man,
can't necessarily say that I've chose on emotion. I chose on pure ignorance and lack of emotional intelligence. I didn't know. I've never seen what a good man is.
Exactly. So if you had a father, or you had a big brother who could show you that, your choices would be entirely different. But we taking the men.
Yeah, but I don't need him to arrange it for me though. That's just bizarre. That's extreme.
Like arrangement in this.
Kimberly, hold on.
Dude comes through the door on a date and you say, "Hey, what's your intentions with my daughter? You do this to my daughter, you know what's going to happen." That's the arrangement. He's getting vetted by the men in your family. They are vetting him to know if he's at least qualified to get to you.
Hold on, Phyllis. Let me just
So
say
what
something.
do you feel? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trini.
Hold on, Maya. Hold up. Kimberly, listen, this is why I wanted you. See, you got a lot to say. I love it. This is why I wanted you to get on in the first place. Kimberly had a call, so she couldn't be on the live. So you're gonna be on the next one. You could share all your beautiful words. You're saying you just had a recent conversation about this. You also mentioned that, shout out to Ronan, that she's not a 50-50 woman. And we can get into all of that. But I don't want you guys to stray too much. I do like the conversation you and Maya are having, Fearless. And I think it goes in a little bit above the scope of where we're going. We really want to talk about the first
It's not going above
dates.
the scope because we're talking about dating. And if you're dating, you should be dating intentionally, not based upon where somebody's taking you. So it does tie into this.
Well, to my thing is, right, if you're dating based on where someone's taking you, then like you said, what are the intentions? Are you dating for? Are you dating for resources, financial gain? Are you getting him before he gets you? Or are you looking for a genuine relationship? Because to me, this list, you can take women to most of these places, and that's not the date is just the environment, the venue. The actual date is the you guys meeting of the minds and getting to know each other.
I think that's what Maya said. She said, it's correct me if
Yeah,
I'm
I
wrong.
agree. I agree with a lot what Maya says.
The intentions. If your intentions are to find your husband, none of these places really matter because you're learning who that person is. If your intention is just to use somebody or get a good meal, that becomes a different story.
So question: can everyone see the list? Maya, can you see it?
I can see it.
All right, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna do a quick rundown because we're about to wrap it up. I definitely want some closing statements from you guys, just to say, I won't do any Starbucks or coffee dates. Definitely, I think those are whack. I think those are mainly for the daytime, and I think business. When I do coffee dates, or I think I'm about to go study for a test or something, so I'm not doing that. And they're usually in the daytime. They're never at night, and to me, it doesn't set up the ambiance for you to do something romantic. You know what I mean? Church, that was definitely out by default. I think church and politics, not so much in the beginning. Or you could do it over the phone. Ice cream dates are dope. Family functions, those are for long-term relationships. Like you can't just be meeting grandma and pa because they always gonna be asking for you, and I ain't got time for that when you ain't showing up or you want to ghost. So those are for people that you vetted for like a year or something. Movie night at the crib for a first date, that's a little too much for me. Somewhere that requires a long drive, nah, long drive, maybe like more than 30 minutes might be too much. We should meet in a place that's equal to both locations. Bowling, I think, is dope. Nightclubs, can't get to talk. Hookah, I don't really do hookah like that. Bar for drinks is probably number 2 on my list outside of an activity date. Waffle House, that's a combination. That means you're doing something else. Sporting events could be very pricey. So I think it depends on the girl for sporting events. So I want you guys to do something similar. You don't got to touch all of them, but just give a synopsis of, good first date places and stuff like that.
I think that all of these are pretty decent. And some of these places are acceptable to some and it's not acceptable to others. It's like, find your flow, find your vibe, and do what you want to do.
Black man Travel, where you at? You've been a little too silent. I know you had a
No,
lot.
I've just been listening to the dialogue, man. I mean, personally, I don't care, man. It doesn't matter where I go. It all boils down to connection, the vibe that I'm feeling with this person, the conversation. So I could do from Cheesecake Factory to a home date to coffee dates. I'm pretty open, man. I'm flexible because at the end of the day, it's not about the venue. It's really about the person.
Well said. It's not about the venue, it's about the person. Fearless.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think we keep saying the where instead of the what. Where we going instead of what it is. And if we emphasize those places, it's never going to work out. That I think that any place on here you can go to and still have a great time. You can go to a fancy restaurant, take a girl out to the best restaurant, and had a worse time. You find out she's rude, she's She's not really paying attention to you. She's spending more time on her iPhone than any place else. So, that's where the issue is. None of these places are bad. And I believe in a coffee date. I don't even drink coffee, but we can go get the tea. Because then what happens is when you do the coffee date, you are actually sitting across from someone. And here's another reason I do it. I got this cup of tea. If I finish this cup of tea and our conversation is sad, okay, then I can end the date. That date don't go on for hours and all of that. It's how long this cup of tea is I'm gonna drink. If it's a great one, we continue. We get another cup, we get a dessert, and we continue on with it. But I don't want to go out and do all my resources without knowing, how someone is. Because talking on the phone, you can talk on the phone all you want. Talking on the phone ain't like meeting somebody face to face.
You got to feel the energy. You got to feel the chemistry. You got to know it's something there. You know what I mean? Like.
So Kimberly says, some of them matter though. It certainly lets you know about the person. Most of the places on the list she thinks is cool, depending on the stage that's set. Okay. I understand that.
I agree.
All right. You guys, this has been a great live. I appreciate Maya, definitely appreciate you coming on, man. Like, I think you knew the restaurant menus off the top. I think that was great.
I'm gonna stop eating. You know what? I've been behaving lately. I've been on chill with the restaurants. I done put a little weight on. I need to start back working out. I'm chilling on the restaurants right now.
You gotta lean into your expertise, and it comes naturally to you. Let's see. So I'm just go around. Everyone have their final word based on everything that's been displayed and said tonight. Let's see. Let me read what Ronan said real quick. A woman really should be judging a man by what he selects for the first date. That was a whole point of conversation you guys had on the phone. Was he a good listener? You know what? That could, yeah, I might agree with that, because if she's giving you hints and telling you, because women would do that. I think a woman really likes you. She's going to give you every opportunity to be successful. So if you guys are having decent conversations or communicating effectively, she should have given you all the tools for you to hit this date out the park. And then, like Maya said, she might be already wanting to give you the goods, and all you got to do is execute in my opinion, a good environment, and then you good to go. How you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. I think it's important that you kind of gauge the conversation based on level of interest. So, there's certain things you could actually drop, figure out, what type of place she likes to go, or what she likes to do and so forth. So, yeah, I think it's important that the first conversation, listen to the conversation, ask her some real great question that's going to actually gauge you as far as where to go and how to entertain her.
All right, we're going to go with last words. Maya, you go first.
I agree. I mean, like I said, I don't really care where I go. If I'm with you and I like you, I want to be in your presence. I want to know where we're going after this. What's next?
All right. Adrian?
Person over places.
All right. Keeping it short and sweet. Kanal.
I agree with Maya and Adrian. It's just like person over places, vibe. I don't care where we go. We're gonna make the best of it and carry on.
Let's see. I think it's on the man to choose the place, and I think it's for him to set the environment, and also set the environment that his pockets could afford. So I would take all that responsibility out of the girl's plan. Be the man, plan the date, set the date. Pick a place where you can swipe your card on the whole menu. So even though she shouldn't order lobster, but if she does, you still got it to take care of it. So I would keep it like that. It's definitely, to me, it's atmosphere over price. So I wouldn't want to pick a place where it doesn't have the right atmosphere, and we're still getting to know each other. So I do believe it is an interview process for both, and I do want to put my best foot forward. in a way that doesn't come across like cheap. Because I know women do get turned off by you appearing cheap, you know. So I think there's a happy medium between not spending too much and not spending a lot, but still creating an environment that fosters a good relationship. All right, guys, this has been a long one, which I appreciate y'all so much. I try to start earlier because I know people got lives. And let me see if I got any more comments before I wrap it up. Yeah, man, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Subscribe. Ronan and Kimberly got a little synergy going on. They seem to, like each other's comments. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Maya, you're welcome anytime. Agent
Thank
as
you.
usual.
We need to get you out here in these Atlanta streets, honey, so you can see what's really going on.
Listen, I'm starting to, you know what? Real quick. I had a good weekend. So this weekend was my birthday weekend. I know you advised against going to King of Diamonds, but I had a hell of a good time at King of Diamonds.
That's just not my environment.
It was like Southern Black excellence. They had great food. They had amazing entertainments, even though it's like a strip club, but no strippers came out until like 4:00. But it was good fun with a little bit of ratchet. But the food was good, the drinks were good, and they did like a lot of like, do you know this song? They had a whole set. They had an entertainment plan. So even though it might look a little hoodie from the outside, I think it was well done. I even did a vlog about it. So guys, look out. I'm gonna have a vlog about my time at King of Diamonds. It was amazing.
So you're a Scorpio, Trini. Hey, Scorpio
Yes.
season.
Oh, that's what. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, Maya, because you speak your mind. You speak your mind like a Scorpio does. We don't hold back. You know what I mean? We let people know exactly what's going on. We don't got time for games. And some people might not.
I will be the first to say my fuse and my temperament for certain things is like super short. So I'm like, it is or it ain't. Like, yeah, no, okay, done.
We're not for everybody, because you might come across too harsh and be like, yo, you upset about that? I just said the truth. What you getting mad at me for?
And a lot of times I'm not upset. I'm just passionate about what I'm talking about. Just don't be all soft on me,
The weak can't survive around us. Hey guys, thanks a lot, man. So much. I appreciate y'all. I mean, till the next one. I'm trying to get a nice little space. Might want to do this stuff. Yo, we're in Atlanta. We could do an in-person podcast one of these days, guys.
Yeah, we could do that.
This. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on some things. All right, guys, signing off. Let me do my little intro video as I'm getting better at this stuff. Where is my outro video?
All right,
guys.
Peace out, man.